Welcome to episode 6 of the DAX Trading Bootcamp, this series where I go over the best strategies, the best way to penetrate the DAX. So today, as you see, the initial balance, the first hour of open during London, New York, wherever you like, the first range, the first hour. It suggests that one side will not be broken during the session. So if you get a breakout to the downside of the initial balance, you won't get a breakout or touch even of the upper half, right? If it breaks down. Easy way to determine this trend. You can clearly see what I mean by this. It breaks up to the higher side here. Doesn't, in fact, touch the bottom. You can't really see, but I took these screenshots right before it did not. It carried on its move up. And this strategy is very simple to use. If you don't know how to trade, this is great because this is systematic. So you don't have to choose your own entries or exits. You can systematically determine them before the trading day. But let me show you some things to keep in mind as well. First, of course, you need to add it to your chart. I've shown you this indicator I have before. These are the times I have it set up for me to see the bracket of the 8 to 9 a.m. time for me in London. You should also use a GAN box. With these levels, these will be very helpful. So just set this all up before, trying it out for the first time. Make sure you come back to the video if you need help. Important levels are, as you've seen in that indicator bit, are the 0.25, 0.35 levels. This is where we'll wait for a retrace back into. So as we see, clearly bullish from the open. The first hour forms, and we simply just wait for a retrace in between this zone, 0.25, 0.35. These are the best for entries. If it's actually a bigger zone, you want to hope for a less of a retrace. If it's like a tighter zone, you can enter at even half the IB in between the 0.35, 0.5 zone. However, your maximum stop loss should always be 0.75. You don't need to put it right at the bottom, because if it does come to this level, there's a high probability that it will come down to here. Anywhere in this red zone as well is fine, I found. And your TP should be this green level here, 0.2 or 20% of the IB. So just this little space, as it's got a high win rate, high percent chance of it reaching during the session. If it's got like a bullish hour like this, 75% plus. I've never seen it under. I use like Edgeful stats to look at each day and the probabilities. I'll show you some tips now as well. Be patient and wait for a retrace. Of course, if you're not going to be patient, you don't follow the strategy, it ain't going to work. Win rate increases if the 5-minute body closes outside, and then you wait for a retrace as well. Situational analysis is important. Is the hourly candle going to form bullish? If it is, then look for buys. If it's going to form bearish, look for lower lows. Is it a news day? This was a news day, very choppy. Maybe, if you want, wait for a confirmation candle at entry zone, maybe a 5-minute bullish candle to enter long. And are you stuck inside it all? Opening range, take a day off. I think that's everything.